Hello, I'm Katie Johnson, the Chief Legal Officer of the National Association of Realtors. I'm here to share key details of the settlement agreement that would resolve nationwide claims brought by home sellers concerning the MLS Cooperative Compensation Model Rule. Like all settlements of class action litigation, it is subject to court approval. First, NAR has secured a broad release of liability. The agreement would resolve claims against NAR, over 1 million NAR members, all state, territorial, and local realtor associations, all association-owned MLSs, and all brokerages with an NAR member as a principal that had a residential transaction volume in 2022 of $2 billion or below. In addition, for nearly all brokerages that had a residential transaction volume in 2022 that exceeded $2 billion, and for MLSs not wholly owned by realtor associations, NAR has secured in the agreement a mechanism for them to obtain releases efficiently if they so choose. We fought to include all members in the release, but unfortunately, two groups were not included. The release does not include members for any time that they were affiliated with our co-defendant, Home Services of America. The release also does not include employees of the remaining defendants named in the cases covered by this settlement. Turning to the second key term of the settlement, we have agreed to pay $418 million over approximately 4 years to resolve what could have ultimately been a judgment of more than $5 billion. Third, we have agreed to put in place a new MLS rule prohibiting offers of broker compensation on an MLS. The rule change is expected to go into effect in July of this year. This change will not prevent offers of cooperative compensation off an MLS, and it will not prevent sellers from offering buyer concessions on an MLS. For example, concessions for buyer closing costs. Fourth, we have also agreed to enact a new rule that would require MLS participants working with buyers to enter into written agreements with their buyers. This rule change is also expected to go into effect in July of this year. Using buyer brokerage agreements will mandate what we have long encouraged our members to do: enter into written agreements that help consumers understand exactly what services and value will be provided and for how much. The decision to settle was not made lightly. Ultimately, NAR entered into this agreement to avoid protracted litigation, obtain the nationwide releases, and preserve consumer choice. As for next steps, this settlement is subject to court approval, which is expected to take several months or longer. We will continue to keep you updated on the process and on the implementation of new rules. Please also check out competition.realtor. And now I'll turn it over to Kevin.
Katie, thank you for that explanation and for the commitment to our association and those we serve. Throughout our history, we have evolved to adapt to the ever-changing real estate landscape. This settlement represents a pivotal moment for our association and our industry, and I have full confidence in our ability to evolve once more to do what is needed to lead our members for the years to come. There was no perfect option for resolving this litigation. This settlement will bring changes for all of us, and as a fellow member of the National Association of Realtors and a practicing real estate broker, I feel them personally. But I also know this resolution means we can continue to do our jobs. From the start of this litigation, we knew we had a profound obligation to reach a resolution that's best not just for the National Association of Realtors, but for our members and our industry. That's why we worked diligently to reach an agreement that would release as many of our members and industry participants as possible. It was not enough to simply resolve the lawsuits for the association alone. Importantly, this settlement serves American consumers as well. The National Association of Realtors will continue in the same way that it has for 116 years to serve its members, buyers, sellers, and all others involved in the sale of real estate by providing tools, resources, and education that support and advocate for Americans' abilities to freely buy, sell, lease, and transfer real property. Buyers and sellers will continue to have many options when it comes to compensating their brokers, and compensation, of course, will continue to be negotiable. Buyers and sellers will continue to be guided by our members' skill, care, and diligence during the process of buying and selling a home. Together with our CEO, Nakia Wright, and our leadership team, dedicated staff, and the countless volunteer members who work every day to strengthen our association, I will work tirelessly to fulfill this commitment. To support these efforts, I will be creating a new strategic task force composed of experts from both inside and outside of our organization to ensure that we continue to innovate in ways that best meet the emerging needs of our members. I'll leave you with this. Right now, my first priority is to help members understand the settlement and how it will affect their businesses. But we must all continue to work to demonstrate our value as realtors to buyers, sellers, regulators, elected officials, the media, and more. In the days, weeks, and months ahead, we will hold a series of town halls and briefings to provide more information to help you navigate these changes. In closing, I have confidence in our ability to work together to strengthen our association and our industry. Thank you.